Hello everybody, welcome back to another Dragon Ball Legends video. Today we will be breaking down the Legends Limited Super Saiyan Goku, who just got announced earlier today. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and let's get right into it. With tons of vanishing gauge recovery that's great for stealing combos, Legends Limited Super Saiyan Goku joins the fight. Number 1, restore tons of vanishing gauge and steal combos. Restore 10% of your vanishing gauge when activating a strike or blast arts, and 70% when activating special move or ultimate arts. Plus, recover 100% of the vanishing gauge when you use the main ability. Number 2, powerful combos after vanishing step. Draw special arts when you perform a vanishing step. It's a wide range special AoE green card. When it hits, you'll nullify enemies' special cover changes and your own unfavorable element factors. You mean if it hits. Support abilities when the unique gauge is full. The unique gauge will charge over time, and when it's full, your allies' substitution counts will be reduced. When you return to standby with a full unique gauge, your own substitution counts will be reduced, and you'll buff your allies' damage inflicted. With Legends Limited Super Saiyan Goku, you'll have your opponent at your mercy in no time. Element Purple tags Sun Family, Super Saiyan, and Super Saiyan from Cell Saga. Buffs Sun Family, Saiyan, Cell Saga Z. Z4, 38% to Sun Family, Saiyan, or Cell Saga Z base blast attack and defense, and 18% to Cell Saga Z base strike defense during battle. Okay. Restores the vanishing gauge upon activation. Impact restores vanishing gauge by 10% upon activation. Blast, just like with strike arts, activating a blast art also restores the vanishing gauge. Impact restores vanishing gauge by 10% upon activation. Special move restores 70% of the vanishing gauge upon activation. Shortens allies sub count on hit. Deals massive impact damage, applies the following effects itself upon activation, restores vanishing gauge by 70%, restores special move, damage inflicted for 3 timer counts cannot be cancelled, shortens ally sub count by 3 on hit, blast when charging forward. This doesn't have a certain number of times it can be used. Every time you use a blue card, it gets his oh my god, all of these. It just triggered in my head that all of these oh my god. All of these restore his vanishing gauge, and they're not like a one time only. It's exactly what I've been looking for, baby. This is looking like a toxic ass fucking unit. Let's go. AoE green nullifies both the enemy's special cover changes and unfavorable element factors on hit. Applies the following effects to self upon activation. Restores health by 10 and ki by 50. Recharges on engage by 25%. Plus 20% to damage inflicted for 10 timer counts. The following effects occur on hit. Randomly draws a new card. Applies buff effect. Cover null to self for 5 timer counts. Nullifies on unfavorable element factors for 5 timer counts. Shortens ally sub count by 2. Comboable with everything. The ult. This can only be used once, so it's understandable why he gets his vanishing gauge and it's not limited. When the unique gauge is activated, when the unique gauge is activated when full, you'll inflict all enemies with no switching. This will make it harder for you to be hindered by cover changes from an enemy that has an ultimate arts counter. Oh, like Ultra Beast Gohan. I was about to say, who the fuck has an ultimate arts counter? Okay. Deals massive impact damage. Applies the following effects itself upon activation. Restores vanishing gauge by 70%, plus 50% to ultimate damage inflicted for 3 timer counts. And nullifies enemies restore health when it reaches 0 effects when this character attacks for 3 timer counts. Nullify the following effects occur if own unique gauge is full, plus 30% of damage to ultimate damage inflicted for 3 timer counts. Inflicts all enemies with no switching for 3 timer counts. The following effects occur on hit. Reduces enemy ki by 100. Inflicts all enemies with 3 substitution counts. Blast armor when charging forward. Main ability restores 100% of the vanishing gauge and cancels attribute downgrades and abnormal conditions. Evade your opponent's attacks and counter with instant transmission Kamehameha. Destroys one of your own cards. Draws the ultimate arts card. Instant transmission Kamehameha next. Restores own health by 20% and ki by 50, restores on vanishing gauge by 100%, cancels own attribute downgrades in abnormal conditions, inflicts all enemies with attribute downgrade plus 20% to the damage received for 20 timer counts. 25 counts must elapse. Okay, unique 1. Nullify the enemy's special cover changes just by entering the battlefield. Moreover, when you draw a special arts card, when you have 3 or fewer cards, you'll draw an additional card and nullify attribute downgrades. Continue into a combo from your special arts. This ability will also reduce the enemy's ki by 100%. Jesus Christ! Seal their main ability and stop their combo if you receive an arts attack while your health is 50% or lower. Okay. Holy fuck. Applies the following effects itself when battle starts. 180% of the damage inflicted, reduces damage received by 70%, 70% to ki recovery, increases arts card draw speed by 1 level, and minus 10 the blast arts cost just for existing. Cool. And when he ETBs, draw a blast card next, restores on ki by 30, 90% of the damage inflicted, activates once, applies this buff effect, cover null for 5 timer counts, nullifies on unfavorable element factors for damage sustained for 10 timer counts, and inflicts all enemies with attribute downgrade minus 15 to strike blast, special move, ultimate, and awakening arts power for 10 timer counts. So basically he also gets all that for existing as well. Also shortens allies subcount by 2 if on unique gauge is full. The following effects occur every time this character uses a strike or blast arts card. Restores on ki by 10, 20% of damage inflicted for 5 timer counts. Steals enemies special move arts. The sealed arts can be used for 3 timer counts. Applies the following effects to self when this character draws a special arts card. Randomly draws 1 new card when you have 3 or fewer cards. Restores ki by 30. Nullifies attribute downgrade for 10 timer counts. The following effects occur if own remaining health is 50% or lower. 50% or below after being hit by an enemy's arts attack while this character is on the battlefield. Activates once. Restores own health by 30%. Reduces enemy ki by 100 and seals enemy main abilities for 10 timer counts. That's fucking insane. But it only activates once, and they could just like literally tap attack you, I guess, technically underneath it. Goku has a special cover chain that activates when receiving a strike arts attack. Okay, so he also doesn't have an Omni, the Omni cover chain. She only has 1, like a little bitch. This character has a time type unique gauge, just like fucking Hit. And when it's full, allies will get a permanent buff to damage inflicted. If Goku is returned to standby while the gauge is full, allies will get a further boost to damage inflicted. When you perform a vanishing step, you'll draw a special arts card next after evading. You can steal a combo with special arts because it's an AoE green. They're just going all in with AoE greens apparently. Knocks enemy back to long range if cover changes performed against their strike arts attack, comboable with the blue card. Okay. Shortens ally subcount by 5 when enemy activates ultimate arts, awakened arts, or rising rush while this character is on the battlefield. Gradually recharges own unique gauge over time while this character is on the battlefield or on standby. Applies the following effects to allies once unique gauge is full. Restore health by 10% and ki by 30, 20% of damage inflicted, shortens own subcount by 2. Okay. The following effects occur when this character performs a vanishing step. Randomly destroys one of your own cards and draws a green card next. Activates 3 times. Oh my god. Destroys one of your enemy's strike arts cards. The following effects occur if own unique gauge is full when this character is switched to standby. Randomly draws 1 new card when you have 3 or fewer. Shortens shortens own subcount by 2. Restores ally health by 10%. 20% of damage inflicted by allies for 15 timer counts. Cancels enemy attribute upgrades. The following effects occur if own unique gauge is full when this character is defeated. Restores ally health by 20%, 20% of damage inflicted by allies, reduces enemies' Dragon Balls by 2, and cancels enemies' attribute upgrades and buff effects. This guy seems like he's gonna be a fucking menace. Holy shit, he seems like he's gonna be a pain in the ass for so many people. because of how many times he just gets to fucking vanish. Literally, he'll just like, he'll vanish, AoE green card you. Well, literally all he has to do is vanish, back up, because everybody's going to try to fucking hit him. And he's going to just vanish, back up, AoE green your ass, and continue comboing. And by the time he's done with his damn combo, he's already gonna have his fucking vanish back. And then he can vanish, back up, and then use his main ability, get his entire vanish back, vanish again, and then fucking use the ult. And guess who's fucked now? Thank fuck his strike card does not have blast armor. If it did, this guy would be very fucking broken. Unless it does. And it just doesn't say that here. But it doesn't say anything about blast armor on here. Even though he would be way more fun if he had blast armor. But if he does have blast armor, I'm just stupid. Who knows? Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.